Our top stories tonight. Temporary jump points scare the UEE into taking action. Could a big enough corporation lay claims to an entire system? And halfway through her term, Addison appears to fall short on her campaign promises. I'm Oliver Zark, and you're watching Hubnet Galactic. But we'll start back on Earth, where old followers of the semi-terroristic group, the 30K cult, have mostly dispersed after it turned out that people had actually not disappeared into thin air when they didn't answer their Moby call. Many of their old followers, however, have now turned their attention to a new, world-ending event. It's called the Y3K bug. But when asked what it actually is, answers are just as many as they have followers. Should you be worried? I don't know, but I for sure am not. Now, let's talk operations.
The universe works in mysterious ways, and while temporary jump points occasionally open up new routes here and there, they are rarely as significant as the one that had just opened up between Stanton-Nyx. It's so significant, in fact, that the UEE and the Cartography Division have decided to close it off for civilian traffic until further notice. But why is it a big deal? First of all, the Nyx system is an important link between the Terra Nexus planets and Warfront systems like Kellogg and Vega, while traffic from the Sol Nexus would instead pass through systems like Elysium and Null. The temporary jump point between Stanton and Nyx would mean traffic from Sol would more easily route with traffic from Terra, leaving many systems on the front vulnerable to Vandal movement. A shortcut from Stanton to Nyx would indeed serve many pilots well. But will the UEE and Cartography Division lift their blockade? That remains to be seen. For Hubwire Galactic, I'm Russel.
Back in Stanton, there's another threat looming on the horizon. The hunt for Amelia Boyd is still on, but how she and the Frontier fighters became such a forceful presence is still a mystery. Or is it? Hurston Dynamics has laid claims to the Pyro gateway with promises of lowered prices in both their New Deal ship shop and the CBD, where they are the sole distributor of the very popular Attrition series laser cannon. It looks like generosity, but it's a small price to pay to gain control of the Pyro jump point, especially if that control means that you can keep funding your Shadow expansion division, covertly named Citizens for Pyro. When Amelia Boyd and the Frontier fighters became a threat to Stanton, Citizens for Pyro were quick to all of a sudden change their manifesto and apparently become Citizens for Pyro and Stanton. And those of you who worked for the CFP in the past know that they are not a diplomatic organization and wouldn't shy back from neutralizing anyone in their path. It's not official, but I'm gonna say it. The Citizens for Pyro is simply a covert Hurston Dynamics power grab aimed at an entire system. After Amelia is gone, and the CFP goes back to killing opposing factions and gaining control of Pyro, an entire system will face the same destiny Stanton 1 did, getting stripped. While not directly in control of either Stanton or Pyro, the UEE should keep their eyes on what could be the biggest heist of all time. Now, over to the civilian sector.
Leilani Addison was elected Imperator in 2950 after a surprisingly successful campaign, centered on expanded funding for science education and the long-stalled Synthworld project. One of her more controversial stances was easing restrictions on AI research. Yet, years later, neither initiative has seen any meaningful progress. For Citizen Day, Addison released a message meant to inspire civic pride and rally support for her new budget proposal. Strangely, she made no mention of either AI reform or Synthworld, the very issues that defined her campaign. Odd move for someone asking for an increased allowance. For Hubwire Galactic, I'm Simon Wolf.
What do you think? Has Imperator Addison lived up to her promises? Or lost her course? Let us know in the comments. If this report has made you want to head out into the verse, please use our referral code. And if you have any tips for us on stories we should cover, leave a comment below. Until next time, I'm Oliver Zark, and you're wiser than yesterday. Be safe. Can we turn the lights off, please?